What's up, everybody? On it's a Sunday, so I do football playing. Uh, got dinner prepping in the kitchen. Uh, I cook a little bit different than most people, so but anyways, this is the football game. I think it's week 9 of the first season of my franchise mode. Um, and over in the corner, you'll see a little QR code thing. You can scan that with your phone, or and go to the link and vote for me on the contest Faces of Horror. Um, excuse me. I'm hoping to win. You know, it's like a contest. You win money. You meet Ken Hodder, who was Jason Voorhees. So it'd be cool. Um, but yeah, this is just a football Sunday. So play some football, live stream it. Um, I may do another live stream tonight later. I don't know yet. I got kind of ideas, so I'm not sure. But this is, football. And as you can see on the bottom, subscriber goal. I have 44 subscribers. I want to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. Yeah. And it says I got 120 days to go, so yeah. Got no viewers right now. That's okay. Anybody tunes in, thank you. And we'll get over to the football game and play that. So let's go over there. So I'm not gonna worry about most of this stuff because it's the first season. I don't really care about all this other stuff. Play the season game. Of course, full game. You don't want to play half a game. And do this. And I'm like usual on my live streams. I will have to set it up to be auto-played when it gets to that point. And when it gets to that point, I will do autoplay and turn off the mic on my camera so you don't have to hear my voice during the game. And I can do dinner stuff too. So, yeah, this is the last year, or the first year of the Cleveland Browns, but the last year being the Cleveland Browns because I don't like the Cleveland Browns. So, I already got it all set up for them moving to Portland, Oregon, which is near where I live, near the Seattle Seahawks. So, it'd be interesting to see. And I'm just glad. So, let's see, like I said, as it gets to the point of where I fix it to do auto play, and then I will turn off my mic and let you guys watch the game without me talking. And then, it'll be good. I don't care if my team wins or not, because right now they just Cleveland Browns, whatever. I'm going to worry about it when they become Portland, the Portland, Oregon team, Okay, so we're getting ready. Once the little thing pops up, there we go. Go here. Go there. Let me turn off my mic. I'll be back.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns set to go on offense for the first time, led by Baker Mayfield in his 4th season now from Oklahoma.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. The numbers for Beckham in last week's effort. He was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do after the catch that can make you great. And he had a great game last week.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led, of course, by their 2nd-year quarterback from LSU, Joe Burrow.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have a perfect game.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. The numbers for Mixon last week, 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Now Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So this rivalry, Charles, here in the Buckeye State, Cincinnati and Cleveland, you felt like for a while it took a dip as these 2 franchises struggled. But now I think this rivalry is budding again as one of the best under-the-radar rivalries in the NFL.
I agree with you absolutely because both of these teams have the arrow pointing up. They've kind of solved their quarterback issues. They're building up their rosters. But one of the most defining moments of this rivalry to me wasn't even in a Browns-Bengals game. It was a Seahawks-Bengals game when head coach Sam Wyche addressed the crowd and emphasized that Cincinnati was the place to be.
Well, Charles, I think his exact words were, you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Mayfield on first down. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Touchdown! Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that, man.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for...
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Browns. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now Parkey for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back onto the field comes the offense, and Hayden Hurst sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Andrew Billings, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Burrow looking to pass. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles, really put it on those receivers. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burrow?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. First carry now for Chris Evans. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. So this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. This is Mixon, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll run here with Evans, and not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Mixon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gostkowski's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Browns to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing, Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 79 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Parkey with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 2nd down and 7. And they go play action now. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go. Throwing now. Burrow on 1st down. He'll flip this out to Evans. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down. Burrow over the middle, complete to Tate. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. A solid stiff arm. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is down to 4. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Mayfield down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll run here with Mixon, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And incomplete. Drew Sample, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Burrow will throw. Going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
So far, he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Fights loose, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mixon will try the right side. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Following the interception, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And it's caught by Hooper. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, Mayfield. Swings this out for Hunt. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We begin with the Battle of the Purple. Minnesota squaring off against Baltimore. And it's the Ravens out in front as that game moves towards halftime. Rashad Bateman, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Cam Newton with a couple of touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Chris Conley, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching has been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here again comes Joe Burrow, and the offense for the Bengals. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention he deserves. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here we go. On first down, Nixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Burrow on 3rd down. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Here we go. Burrow on play action. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Evans here on 1st down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Evans. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Out out of the gun. A give to Evans. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Evans again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Evans. And this time he is in. Chris Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Gostkowski for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was finished off by Chris Evans' touchdown run. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Gearing up for another drive here. Austin Hooper trots back out. And we roll the highlights of the game he's had. You know, when we talk about wide receivers and how you shut them down, what about when you have a tight end like this having a game? How do you stop him defensively?
It really changes what you're trying to do because defensively you're worried more about the wideouts. Okay, how are we going to cover them? The running backs, how are you going to shut them down? But the tight end is that elusive, unique player. Linebacker cover him, cornerback cover him, safety covering him. Always has the advantage. Usually has final answer against anyone who tries to defend him.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Play fake. Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're passing here. Joe Burrow out to the left. He's got Sample there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They go with Chubb on second down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So that erases a game-tying touchdown.
And wouldn't you hate to be the person that committed the foul on that play? Film is not going to be fun for him, but right now, he's got to regroup and continue to play.
Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. He'll be kind of looking to erase the first part of this third quarter from his memory partner.
I think he, above all, was upset that they actually got to halftime. Because you saw him in the first half. He was really sharp.
And they had the lead.
Had the lead. Everything was going well. And you know you keep telling yourself, just stay up, stay motivated. But sometimes at halftime can kill your mojo.
Yeah, now he's had an interception, a fumble. We'll see what he does here. Now a dump off here complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, Mayfield. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up and they tend to play well. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
From from the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. On 3rd down, Burrow. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the 3rd quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. You know, that one guy who can say things to him that other people can't. Right now, he's looking for that guy to kind of, hey, we're good. We're good. 1 interception. Just get it back. Get back to being who you are. And this team will be okay.
Yeah, because they led at halftime, trailing now. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A give. This is Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 35 on 2nd down, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And this is Beckham remaining down on the ground. And apparently in some pain. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. into the air again with Mayfield. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now Parkey for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here we go. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He'll flip this out to Evans. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. And they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now Burrow. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have retaken the lead. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Now Burrow on 1st down. That's taken in by Higgins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Caught right side, Tate. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run by Evans. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. To throw, Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now Mayfield and the Browns. Down by 4. A minute 36 to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Mayfield. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Mayfield. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry. A gain of 6 there on first. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from hard. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Baker. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
They start the drive with Evans. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Evans gets it again on 2nd down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. On 3rd down, it's Evans. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bengals, The win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week.
Yeah, buddy, I'm back. That was the football game for today, Sunday, September 1st, Labor Day weekend. Now remember, on this screen here, you see in the corner over there, the little QR code that you can like scan with your phone and open the link, and it takes you to my voting page for Face of Horror. Voting starts September 3rd. Today is the 1st, so you got a couple days. But you can save the page and vote for me. I believe you can vote every day, once a day. So get them votes in. Once a day, and like just blow it up, send it to friends, share it, all that good stuff. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel here, Riley Radio. As I said, I'll probably be on later tonight sometime, because I'm making dinner. The one part of the dinner is in the oven right now, cooking, and then I'll make the rest, and then we'll eat, and then like later I gotta do dishes later, and then I'll be probably on again. I got an idea of like a weekly little show that I'm gonna do, a little talking thing, just me, no games and stuff, just this pretty face right here. You see this pretty face? You see it? Yeah, you're gonna be seeing it a lot because I'm gonna blow up your channels. Hoping to get viewers and subscribers and likes and follows and all that stuff. Anyways, I'll let you go because the wife's over there like, my husband's crazy. Anyways, I love you all. I thank you for watching. If you watched. If you didn't watch, I can't thank you because you didn't watch. But thank you all for, tuning in, whoever tuned in. I see one person like chatted for, they put a comment or a chat thing, so I commented back with what's up, because they said sup. So I said what's up. So I had one viewer that said something, but I didn't get into like live chatting. But it's all good. Anyways, I will see y'all next week for my next football thing. So much love and gravy sauce and all that good stuff. Take care and come back to you Riley Radio for other videos and stuff like that.